Alright folks, but Ace Idiot, we are back on Colonel Case on Facebook. Let's go on to All That Glitters, Part 5. Got 2 more left. There'd be no doubt, Ace, that Richard's death is part of Alastair's twisted game of murder. It's clear that Alastair's been targeting individuals who slighted Giulietta Capecci, whether he is on some quest to avenge her, or if Giulietta is Alastair herself remains to be seen. That girl still pretends to know nothing about any of this, but perhaps bringing her into the interrogation room will get her talking. Ace, it's happened. I've been invited aboard the Gigantic by the captain himself. There are people who disputed that the Gigantic is truly unsinkable, saying it's just a gimmick, an engineering impossibility. So Captain Fox summoned me to the Gigantic to review the ship's designs. Very well, I will have Giulietta Capecci brought up here for questioning. In the meantime, Ace, Charlie will wait for you in the Gigantic's engine room. Yeah, you better not get on that. We already know the future. It's in Pacific Bay. Well, I demand to know why you've brought me up to this. Flying dungeons in Trabrace, I've done nothing wrong. Yeah, so you keep saying, but you cannot deny that the murders being committed at Alastair's party are somehow connected to you. I told you before, I am not Alastair. I cannot explain these deaths any more than you can. But I might be able to tell you who Alastair is. Wait, what? Are you saying you've known his identity all along? No, but I've been receiving some letters from a secret admirer. They are meant to be charming and romantic, but I find them disturbing. The letters started arriving after Alastair's party at the lighthouse. I'm not going to be sure, but perhaps he wrote them. You must show Senior Tripper Ace these letters at once. Well, I can't. I threw them away aboard the Gigantic. You may still find them there. Well, you better be not sending Senior Tripper Ace on a wild goose chase. You will be staying right here until we've taken a look around the ship's deck. Yes. Admirer. I don't think it'd be Diego del Lobo then. Huh. Could it be Seamus? Seems a little... doesn't seem right. Star. Watermelon. Gramophone. Dartboard. Man, I don't remember where a lot of stuff is. Hammer. Shirt. Cello. Perhaps Giulietta was telling the truth about these letters, Ace. Then again, there's no indication that these were hers. Should be the faded inscription on the envelope should tell us more. They should, and they shall, and they will. See what we can find in the engine room. Ah, blueprints. Fishing net, tin can, crack. Boom. Not too shabby. Heavens, is that a superhero, Ace? I wasn't aware they were being used yet. And look at that stabilizer. My apologies, Ace. It's just so exciting to be in an engine room of the world's first unsinkable ship. At least, that's what we're here to determine. I've been so distracted by this wonderful machinery that I missed the ship's plans. But I see you found them, Ace. Blast, they've been torn to shreds. That shan't be of any use to me in that state. If you don't mind putting those pieces back together, Ace, I would love to remain aboard for a few months longer. Look at his eyes. All excited. Apple blossom. Well, this inscription reads, to Giulietta, my apple blossom. These are her letters. There's nothing to indicate who sent these letters, but if it was Alastair, Evie can surely find out. It's going to lead us to the last one. And the question is she going to be the final death? Because Alastair can't have her, so if he can't have her, no one can. Alright. Gigantic. Marvelous work, Ace. You've restored the Gigantic's plans to their former glory. I need some time to examine these blueprints, but I will let you know as soon as I find something out. Sounds good. Grab some stars. See you guys later. It's been Pachinius 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks. Pachinius 88, we are back. Let's finish this off. My art will go on. Well, I wasn't getting anywhere tracing the author of these letters, Ace. I analyzed the ink, the paper, I even considered researching that apple blossom. Then it occurred to me to look at the handwriting. Now, it wasn't matching any of the samples I have from the Concordia police, so... Well, I hope you aren't angry, but what, Evie? Well, your clever archivist realized that perhaps my expertise could be of assistance. At least someone around here appreciates my charms. Oh, I cannot believe I'm asking this. What did you discover about those letters, Diego? What struck me most about the flamboyant script was just an overinflated ego, someone with delusions of grandeur. These gave me cause to compare the letters with certain handwritten documents I have reviewed before, and I found a match. These letters were written by George Buchanan. Huh. Mr. Buchanan, why would he be writing love letters to Giulietta? He's old enough to be her father. Well, regardless, the intimate content of these letters indicates he is quite obsessed with Giulietta. I agree, Ace. We must confront George Buchanan about this at once. Well, glad I could help. You're welcome to seek my advice any time, Senior Traverse. Now, Madeline, what say we write some poetry of our own? That's enough, Diego. Ace, we must find George Buchanan. These plans are magnificent, Ace. Having examined the blueprints closely, I can confirm that theoretically the Gigantic is indeed unsinkable under most circumstances. But it is not infallible. You see, the Gigantic has a series of watertight compartments separated by doors. In the event that the ship begins to take on water, the doors can be sealed, isolating each chamber entirely. If enough of these compartments are closed, the Gigantic will indeed stay afloat. But there is a catch. The doors, once activated, take a few moments to seal. If too much water is taken on board before they are shut, I'm afraid nothing will keep the ship above water. But as long as the Gigantic maintains a moderate speed, the ship is indeed impossible to sink. Quite right, Ace. Let us report our findings to the captain. So not necessarily unsinkable. Well, these letters you've been writing to Giulietta Capecci, Mr. Buchanan, did you conceal your identity because your age might not work in your favor? Oh, hardly. When it comes to matters of the heart, there's nothing more thrilling than an element of mystery. Well, that poor girl has suffered gravely at the hands of Concordian's pompous high society fops. All because of some foolish family stigma. She deserves to be respected and cherished. Oh, how noble, Mr. Buchanan. And interesting, considering defending Giulietta's honor appears to be the motive behind all of Alastair's parties. An insightful deduction, Senior Traverse. I've been known to throw a wild party or two. My popularity speaks for itself. So you're admitting you are Alastair, Mr. Buchanan? You've planned each murder to avenge Giulietta? Wait, those are Alastair's doing? Good God, I had no idea. Take it back. I had nothing to do with any of it. I'm not Alastair. Oh, Mr. Buchanan, Senior Traverse is tired of playing games. Either you are Alastair or you're not. No, of course not. I'm no killer. Well, forgive me, Mr. Buchanan, but it's frankly hard to take your word for anything. For the time being, we're keeping you in custody. I don't know about you, Ace, but I need a break. Let's get something to eat. Oh, brother. Charles Dupont, what a delight. Your reputation precedes you. Now, can we quash these pesky criticisms of this magnificent vessel and finally get this voyage underway? I cannot deny the ship is impressive, Captain, but I come bearing a warning. The Gigantic is not without its flaws. Flaws? Preposterous. But it all comes down to the velocity at which you sail, Captain. The slower you travel, the more time you will have allowed the watertight compartments to do their work in case of emergency. As such, I advise caution and urge you to maintain a moderate speed. Yes, that's all well and good, Mr. Dupont. I'll keep an eye on our speed, but frankly, it's not as if there will be anything out there. It's the middle of the ocean. Senior Traverse, I'm grateful for your assistance and would like you to have this commemorate the maiden voyage of the Gigantic. They're a waste of space on an unsinkable ship. Ace, I do apologize that my ailment prevented me from assisting with your investigation. An incredible tale, worthy of one of those moving pictures Charlie is so fond of. Well, lucky for Captain Fox, we put an end to all the drama and the ship can safely depart. Speaking of which, Ace, let me introduce my cousin Rose and her baby daughter Maggie. I've discovered they're traveling on the Gigantic. It's a pleasure, Senior Trooper Ace. Madeline speaks so highly of you. Such an exciting adventure, Rose. Discovering a new world, so many possibilities. I am very envious. It is really the ship of dreams, Maddie. Although they misspelled the names on our tickets, they left out the E in O'Malley. Oh well, no matter. We shall correct that when we arrive. So long, Maddie. I'll send a postcard when we arrive. Goodbye, Rose. Farewell, little Maggie. Bon voyage. I'm so happy for Rose, my baby niece Maggie. What an exciting future. But now for the question of Mr. Alaster. Is it true you have him in custody, Ace? Has George Buchanan been behind these murderous parties? Well, that remains uncertain, Chief. Mr. Buchanan initially claimed as much. His reputation in the community matches Alaster's profile. However, when confronted with the true extent of Alaster's murderous soirees, he recanted. Either way, these letters to Giulietta Capecci indicate he's clearly obsessed with her. He isn't going anywhere until we get to the bottom. Ace, you must get down to the pier at once. An automobile has arrived, and you're being summoned. It appears the car was sent by Mr. Alaster. Well, Alaster, but you have the man in custody. You better get down to the dock, Ace, and see what's happening. I'm intrigued. It looks funny with Carmen's, or not Carmen, forget her name. Anyways, gear, let's do this. Black automobile, nice. Heavens, I've never seen such a fancy automobile. It's clearly a custom model. This must be Alaster's. Would I love to get behind the wheel of that? Curious there's nobody around, Ace, nor can I see whether anyone is inside the vehicle. And yes, I do see that lock on the automobile door. Should we decipher it and take a look inside? We were summoned out of here by Alaster, so standing about doing nothing gets us nowhere. Let us open that car and see what we can find. Interesting. Oh, brother, one of these things. I still wish those were the same. Custom model or not, that lock mechanism was no match for you, Ace. Is there anyone inside the car? Huh, there's a note on the back seat. Congratulations, it's signed by Alaster. What? Pardon me, Senior Trooper Ace, may I have a word with you? You may not, but Senior Trooper Ace will have a word with you. Either way, we're going to get to the bottom of this. What is the meaning of all this? Are you Mr. Alaster? Well, I do apologize for the charade, Senior Trooper Ace, but Mr. Alaster wanted to be certain you could pass his final test. Final test? What are you talking about? Mr. Alaster wanted to make very clear he has nothing to do with the man you have in custody. He has been following your progress, Senior Trooper Ace, and is thoroughly impressed by your work. As such, Mr. Alaster cordially invites you to attend his grand finale party. Grand finale? The culmination of his annual soirees. Be sure to come dressed for the occasion. This will help you buy an appropriate outfit. Good day, Senior Trooper Ace. Oh, brother. Man, I'm going to need people next Thursday when I do this, to make sure that they are watching People Like a Hawk. I do not want spoilers. You will be automatically banned. This is most peculiar, Ace. George Buchanan haphazardly confessed to being Alaska, then recants. While Giulietta Capecci denies any involvement, despite having a motive to murder all 5 of the victims. And now you receive a personal invitation from Alaska himself to attend his final party? Lester's identity remains a mystery, and as such I'm afraid we have no choice but to release both Mr. Buchanan and Miss Capecci. Release them, Chief? Surely we must keep them under observation until the truth has been revealed. Rest assured, Ace, we will not let either of them out of our sight, but only our recourse is to accept Mr. Lasseter's invitation, whoever he may be, and ensure the truth is uncovered in his final party. Still think it's Lady Highmore. Now let's take a look at number 12. Is this going to be the 9th? Yes. Sweet. So it's this Thursday. Alright guys, well I'll see you guys later. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.